Sichult, Kechamench, They're our children. We love them. We're going to teach them.
We see our children as our future. And so for our future to be thriving, then our kids need to be thriving. And so we do everything we can to support them as we're growing up, to help them on their path so that they're good humans at the end of the day. And that's the most important thing, is good humans are good for our communities.
They are basically our 401k. That's our future, you know, that's who's gonna be perpetuating our lifestyle in the future. And I wanna do my best to be a part of that.
Before we were colonized, we lived all together, and that was a beautiful way of life to live. It's like the saying, like it takes a village, right? That's how we've lived. That's how we've survived. It's a way of ensuring that our way of life is passed on. It's a way of ensuring that everything continues, our traditions, our culture, our language, everything is continued. If we don't ensure that the next generation has it, then our way of life ceases to continue.
If we don't know what other departments or programs are doing, then we can't braid, right? And so we just talked about the silos, how, you know, everybody's doing their job with their heads down and getting their work done, but we're missing opportunities that could make things more simple for the people that we're helping. And so we started having those conversations, and then we get together every week and talk about the families that we're supporting, so that we know that there's follow through, but also we might have ideas that somebody else didn't think of. So the more people at the table, the more opportunities there are to provide the support. If we're not talking to each other and we're not having those meetings and sharing resources, then we're doing a disservice to our communities.
It lets the person, it lets the family, it lets the individual know that there's more than one entity trying to help. In our dialogue with somebody, there's always mention of another department, another avenue that if this grant can't work, we can talk with these people. So the families know that there's multiple eyes on them.
At the Tribal Defender's Office, I think generally that if we're helping parents and we're helping them heal, then that ultimately is going to help children. I mean, my belief is that helping parents is what ultimately helps children. And children have the right to be raised by their parent and to be raised by a healthy parent, and we'll try to support that as much as we can.
We try and keep the child in the home whenever possible, while we try and do voluntary services as much as possible with the family. It's recognizing that with appropriate services, the underlying safety issues can often be addressed, and how do you get people to engage in those services and give those wraparound services. So it's not just focusing on the kid, it's focusing on what are the needs of the family and trying to get those services to the entire family to help reunify the child if the child has had to be removed, or to help keep the child in the home if we can keep the child safe in the home with those supportive services.
There's a service probably for anything that you need. There's a service within the tribe. And if you have any sort of need, especially if you're for families working with social services or families working with DHRD, they are well versed in all the services that are available. So it is quite amazing coming from the organizations outside of the tribe and seeing what they have to work with in comparison to the tribe. It is astounding what the tribe has and how many programs they have to assist their members. It is astounding.
A long time ago, everybody in a village worked together, and that's why we're surviving. We need to teach our kids our culture and our ways so they'll be able to step up when we're gone.
We're like Kasanko, you know, like we're family. You don't not help family. You know what I mean? Like those are your people, you know, and when they're gone, who's gonna help their family? You know, you gotta keep that going.
I believe in the strength and the beauty of our people. And I believe that we just need to help people heal, and that we're gonna be healthy, well, and resilient, and our kids are gonna grow up to be proud of who they are, tribal citizens, tribal members.
Ini ka akas nasa at smaknik ini.